The president of Mexico is furious. She's calling Mexican Senator Lily Tellez a traitor for coming on Fox Noticias with me a few days ago and saying this. Listen.
The help from the United States to fight the cartels in Mexico is absolutely welcome, and that is how the majority of Mexicans feel. The only ones who don't like that President Trump is sending help and trying to support Mexicans against the cartels are the narco politicians. That includes President Sheinbaum.
What?
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum responding, saying, quote, "It's not a minor issue that a senator gave an interview to a foreign media outlet calling for intervention." Here to discuss is that Mexican Senator Lily Tellez. Senator Tellez, welcome to Fox Noticias.
President Sheinbaum is starting to turn into a very bad president in Mexico, and being the first woman president in Mexico, this is. You understand what crime is. You want to get rid of it. If you knew what you were getting yourself into about being the president, knowing damn well the cartels are a major issue in your country, in the United States, in probably the world, you need to sacrifice a lot to put your foot down, just as President Trump did when he took office, saying what he was going to do to the cartels.
I'm just going to get right to it. Is Mexico a narco state?
Yes, it is. And we all Mexicans know about it. And Mexicans are afraid of the alliance between the Mexican government and the cartels that have infested our nation.
Can you?
Wow, look at this, guys. Tijuana cartel, the Beltran organization, Jalisco New Generation. These are all different areas where the cartels are basically running the country. She's over here, being a whistleblower for her country. They need help. And she could be a potential president for Mexico. She's already putting her foot down as a senator, letting people know, hey, yeah, the real Mexicans are saying the cartels are a problem here. We need some help.
Can you explain this alliance between the president, her party, the Morena party, and the cartels?
Yes, the party has financed, the cartels have given so much money to these politicians, narco politicians of Morena, to get into office, to get the power. So they protect, the Mexican government protects the cartels. That is why President Sheinbaum doesn't want the strong American leadership to help Mexico defeat the cartels. And also Sheinbaum doesn't want the rest of the world to know what is happening here in Mexico. We are on the steps to be the next Venezuela. She is aligned with Venezuela's dictator, with Cuba, and we are losing our country. They have destroyed our Republican institutions, the democratic state, and we must, I think we all Mexicans want and welcome the support of the United States to assist Mexican people against the cartels that have us all in this crisis with the traffic in fentanyl and migrants.
So her response to this, and I know this because her spokesperson came on our show in response to your interview, and they say, well, we just turned over 26 cartel members. We're working, we're sharing intelligence. What are they not doing? And why is she so resistant? She sort of speaks out of two sides of her mouth. We're working with you, Trump, and then she's chastising you for saying we need more help from the United States to crush the cartels.
Because she really doesn't want the help of the United States. She is lying to Mexican people, telling Mexican people that the United States will get in control of the whole country.
Right.
I never listened such nonsense from President Trump. What we have listened is that President Trump wants to help Mexican people against the cartels. Mexican people are suffering. So what they do is very, very little. We have huge narco politicians here.
So that's what it is. They're thinking that President Trump, especially the way he is, he's basically saying, you know, we want to help Mexico, we want to help. But Mexico is looking at it like, oh, if Trump decides to invade our country with military to help stop the cartels, he could in the process take over Mexico and basically gain land in Mexico. I don't see that happening at all, just because there would be a very huge uproar across the nation. Americans would be pretty pissed if something like that happened, because that would be twisting words to the American people. Oh yeah, our intention is to go take the cartels, and then go there, take the cartels out, and then all of a sudden take over the country of Mexico. I don't see that happening, and I think Sheinbaum and the cartels are scared of that. So, I mean, that would make sense.
The Senate, in the presidents, governors, Mexico is a very dangerous place.
Well, that brings me to my next question, because you are speaking very bluntly, very clearly about Mexico being a narco state and the alliance and the connections to the president of Mexico. Are you afraid for your life?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I am afraid. And the president has threatened me to proceed against me with criminal prosecution, to get me out of the Senate and get me in jail, just because I told you in this space and Fox News what is the reality of our country with the cartels. The cartels are dominating everything here in Mexico. They are in all the offices of the government, in the states, in the cities, and in the national government. So, of course, I am afraid, but I want people to know I will not step back. And I pray under God's guidance that we, the United States and Mexico, must work together to defeat the cartels and to get freedom for our country, for Mexico, to stop it from being the next Venezuela.
Wow. Senator Lily Reyes, a very brave woman indeed. Thank you so much for coming on our show and speaking the truth.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
You got it.
Please protect this woman. Oh my gosh. She said a lot of things. Are we going to take it at face value as the truth, the reality that she speaks of? I mean, we kind of already seen certain things happen within Mexico in regards to the cartels. I made a video a few months ago about how, was it 20 or 30 plus senators were murdered while they were trying to campaign and run to take office in Mexico. And a lot of the things that they were saying were to, lower crime, stop the cartels. A lot of this verbiage they were using in their campaign created a target on their back and ended up getting them murdered. There's so many of them. And now you have somebody that's, she's like, I have to risk my life and say the truth, because if nobody does, we're all going to be puppets under a criminal empire, the cartels, that are just going to be running this country. And that's what's also causing many Mexicans in Mexico to flee to the United States. A lot of Mexicans, they're creating families, and they said, you know what, we don't want our families to be involved in this. We have to get the hell away from here. We have to go to the United States, where we know it's a little bit safer than it is in Mexico, because people think, oh yeah, no, Mexico's fine, you got to go to Cancun. It's not. Maybe there's certain spots, but they're luxurious and probably full of security and police that help contain those areas. But when you talk about the majority of Mexico, it's gotten pretty bad. And so bad that you have a senator finally come out and speak, truth. We need to protect that woman. I pray and hope nothing bad happens to her, because we need more people to rise up against the cartels. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Till next time, peace out, everybody.